they've been tough opponents, tough games, and I know that, and our boys and our coaches know that in the long run, in the big picture, they pushed us and they're preparing us for our district and for, God willing, playoffs.
It was never about protecting the streak. 26 straight regular season games for Sheryland, but they would have told you they would have played anybody, anywhere, anytime in order to get better and get ready for the playoffs. As it ends up after big games against McAllen Memorial and Laredo United, not to mention at Brownsville Rivera, it was Laredo Alexander that ended the streak at 26 with a 1-point win in Mission on Friday. So that leaves Mission Sheryland, believe it or not, looking up in the standings at a team in 31-5A. What team is that? How about the Vela Sabercats? 4-0 for the first time, we say, in team history. Like that team history goes any more than 2.5 seasons, but still, this is a tough team. Ever Lopez got it done early. He went out injured late, but they got it done on the ground. Now, Vela gets ready for their first district game against who? Yes, these same Sheryland Rattlers.
First district ball game, there's not much else to say. The next one's the most important. It just happens to be Sheryland, so we're going to go to work and get ready.
Of course, we've been anticipating that since like fall camp, man. It's finally here. We're here. Got to get ready. It's going to be a showdown.
Here we go, Vela Sheryland. I think the big boys from Fox Sports Southwest will be coming down, make this their state game of the week. There's going to be a ton of hype going into it. What do you think, Jeff?
Got to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be Mission Vets versus Sheryland. It still may be in that district,
yeah.
But this one's big, and Vela is on a roll. They're ready. They're ready to go. Sheryland turned it over 4 times last week. Do it again. You're not going to get out of there with a win this time.
What are your thoughts on Vela and Sheryland?
I think there's going to be a lot of scoring, that's for sure. Vela's scoring over 40 points a game and racking up big numbers. And I think, like Joe said, they're ready for this kind of matchup. This is a very, very good test for them to see where they are in their program.
Talk about the worst time possible for Vela to see Sheryland right after a 1-point loss for Sheryland, right after they lost their first game in the regular season in 2.5 years. Let's go ahead and make our picks on it. Mike, who have you got winning this game?
I'm going with Sheryland because I think they'll come back, they'll bounce back after that tough loss. I mean, eventually all things come to an end. We've seen it done with the Ed Couches, with the Port Isabels, with the Harlingen. In this case, it's Sheryland. I think they've just got too much talent, and they've been in big games than Edinburgh Vela, but I think Edinburgh Vela is going to give them a great game.
The stars are aligned. All season I've been saying Sheryland's our best team out there. I still think they may be the best playoff type team when we get there, but stars are aligned, kids are ready, talent's there. Vela gets the win this week.
Well, once again, Sabercat fans are thinking it's a broken record, but I cannot pick against Sheryland at home. Just too many weapons, too great of an offense, too great of a defense. These guys are going to get, Vela's going to get hit in this game like they haven't gotten hit all year long. Does that mean that they won't be able to take it and come back for more? No, I'm just telling you, the Sheryland defense is for real, and it's going to be tough. 31-5A is headed into district, as we said, with Vela and Sheryland, and here's what it looks like. Not just Sheryland at 3-1, Mission Veterans, as we thought, at 3-1. Roma, after that overtime tie against Palmview, now 2-1-1. Pioneer has lost 2 in a row. Rio Grande City, they're lost to King. Valley View still looking to see what they can do, still looking for a win. This is about where we thought it would be, right, Mike?
Well, in this district, I think there's going to be a lot of scoring. I mean, you got from the Vela to the Mission Veterans. I think those are your top 3 teams right there, and in 4th place is up for grabs. But I anticipate, these games to go into the 30s and 40s when they play each other.
And Roma, Rio Grande City this week in the Starr County Super Bowl. Roma looks good going in.
Both teams looking to gain some momentum, knowing that you got to win this one if you want to contend for those other games, because you got to pull an upset in those other games, but you got to win this one. This is the one you got to go after.
Meanwhile, in 32-5A, the game of the week has to be on Thursday night when Ed Couch Elsa travels to take on the PSJA Bears. This almost an instant rivalry from the beginning, even though these two teams don't have much history. Mike, what are your thoughts? Ed Couch Elsa struggled in a couple of games in non-district. Do you think they can get it all together? They've got the athletes. PSJA might be the team to beat in this district, and they're playing them right off the bat.
Well, you and I picked the Bears before the season to win this district.
Yes.
Ed Couch, Elsa, supposedly this was a rebuilding year for them, but they've progressed slowly. And when I talked to Coach Mari Chalar, he's been pretty happy with the way his sophomore quarterback has progressed and has grown, and he feels better than he did after that first game. And I'm going with the Yellow Jackets to win this game over the Bears.
Okay, so one for Ed Couch Elsa. What do you think?
Well, PSJA showed me something by seeing Memorial. because if PSJA was able to beat Memorial and I saw Memorial, I don't think Ed Couch can handle them. PSBA Memorial wins this.
All right, I'm going to go with the Bears. They've got you up there for PSJ, even though I know you picked Ed Couch-Elsa, so we'll get that out there and on the record. But I'm going with the Bears in this one. Bears defense just too strong for an Ed Couch-Elsa offense that doesn't have it quite going yet. Ed Couch-Elsa will get better. PSJ's defense pretty good right now. We are coming right back on Sunday Sports Extra. Going to talk a little bit about, was it a welcome home for McAllen in their first game at Veterans Memorial Stadium this year? Not really, but it was a welcome sight for McAllen Memorial to see their #1 running back breaking loose on the Edinburgh North Cougars. We'll talk about it next.